Ah.
That was my what do you think?
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chris, and you're listening to a podcast that believes in dreams, that places trust in the magic of imagination, that is always the first star to the right, and where the light in the window is always on. Join as we discuss the views from Walt's apartment.
Hey, everyone, and welcome to Walt's Apartment Podcast. We're here to cover all things Disney, Pixar, Marvel, and Star Wars. We are powered by the DisneySider.com and our sponsor, Getaway Today. I'm joined by a group of like-minded Disney fans from all over the country. We are all here to share our love of all things Disney with you. As always, we hope you enjoy the view from Walt's apartment.
Well, since Sam's not here, someone had to drink before the podcast. So, nicely done, Sean.
Wow. Well, now, when we do the Marvel Tribe or we do Extra Magic Hour, I always screw it up like 3 or 4 times. I usually don't mess it up on here, but hey, I guess there's time for everything to be. But yes, welcome to Walt's apartment Wednesday night. Hope you're all doing well. Amber, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
You're good.
Getting ready to go camping this weekend.
Nice.
Escape into the wilderness.
A little bit cooler than it is here right now.
Well, I actually would prefer it to be this warm because I want to actually get in the lake
Yeah.
And I can't go swimming unless it's really hot out. So I hope it stays nice and warm.
There you go. Brianna,
Now,
how are
did you
you?
post a picture of a paddleboard, Amber?
I
Or
did.
was
Look,
it?
look,
Yeah. Okay.
There it is right there.
Nice.
I'm so excited.
There it is right there. Paddleboard. Okay. Brianna, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing good.
Good. And these two lovely gentlemen down here below, Bill, Barry, Airbnb Disney podcast. Welcome back on the show. We have not had you guys on since your astounding victory with Sam on the Walt Disney World Trivia Challenge back in January. So, how are you guys doing?
Barry.
I'm doing fantabulous,
Good.
especially now that you remind me of that ass whooping that we put on
That's
that
right.
trivia game.
That's right. You guys crushed it. Great job. You won by
Yeah.
one, so it was a great job. So, Samantha is here. If you notice, Sam and David are not here. Sam is on her way, I think, home from Tennessee or still in Tennessee. I'm not sure, but I know she is traveling this week with family. And David is at Disneyland, so he is actually there. Today is his last day at Disneyland, and we've got a picture here real quick. David in front of Walt's apartment. Very, very cool. Yeah, we're going to talk about David's other big, exciting news this week here in a second. But guys, tell us about your show. Tell us how it got started. Tell us who you are. Tell us what you do. Just tell us about you. Everyone knows who you are because you guys are really good friends of the show. But just for anyone that's new listening, just kind of let them know about you guys.
Well, Airbnb Disney podcast. We have a live stream every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern time, which brings that back to 5 p.m. out on the West Coast.
And what time for
For
Sam?
those in the middle, that you can do the math. I'm sorry, Sean?
So what time for Sam?
Sam would be at 7.
There you go. Okay.
And we talk about a lot of Disney park stuff. We bring up some of the movies that are going on, and basically are idiots for a week. Not that we're not idiots the other hours of the week, but people only see the idiot aspect of us that 1 hour.
That's fair. Barry, anything you'd like to add?
As far as how it started, Bill and I have been friends for a while now. We've been friends for got to be 5 years, maybe.
Yeah, probably about that.
And we just started going to Disney together as friends for the past couple of years. And we decided one day we were walking out of Epcot and we saw our friend, who's a complete moron, was doing a podcast. And we said, if he can do it, we can definitely do this.
Yeah,
So-
just friends.
Only friends,
Just
guys.
friends.
Yeah.
Now, Sean, where is Sam at?
I'm not sure. I know she went to Tennessee.
That's weird because Barry's the only 10 I see. Just friends.
Oh, there you go.
Just friends.
You're making me blush, Bill.
Oh my gosh. I knew it was gonna be great having you guys on. So let's see here. Sam says, "Excuse you, Bill," because I think you're
I
talking.
don't think I sneezed, but thank you, Sam.
Chris said that means Sam's drinking now, and Sam, Chris. I'm in the car. I'm assuming that's Sam there. Adam says hello, and Mary. Hello, Mary says, "Love how you talk about Rudy." I will say,
am I wrong?
Rudy is I've never seen one of his podcasts or one of his live streams, but he did do a really cool thing here a couple weeks. You guys all did. You guys did
Yeah.
It
was mostly us.
the most of you guys. The fundraiser for the kids and what's the place? What's the place in Florida?
It's called Give Kids the World. It's a great organization, and in all seriousness, we've been friends with Rudy for a very long time, and we teamed up to do this, and we raised over $6,000 for him, and that's great.
That's awesome.
It's a great organization. It's almost like what's the other one? The Wish.
Make a wish.
Make a Wish. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Only they take kids, that are sick and whatever, and they put them up there. Give them a place to stay. The place is like a mini theme park. it was accessible to wheelchairs and everything else. They send them out to Disney, Universal. It's just a great
Oh,
organization.
right on. Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Joseph says, hello, I'm new here, but love all things Disney. Welcome, Joseph. Hope you enjoy the show. Jerry says hello. Hello, everybody. Chris Alardi says hello from Epcot. Chris Alardi is part of the Marvel tribe and also your guys' food correspondent. So,
But
hey.
more importantly, he hosts Disney Done Differently
That's right.
over on YouTube. Yeah.
If you want some good food and some different twists on some different kinds of food, definitely check out Chris's page, Disney Done Differently. Let's get into some.
All right, Danny.
It's been a long time, Danny. Come on, it has been. It has been a long time. I think I've probably done like 3 tonight so far. So I'm gonna try to back off already here. These guys get me all frazzled. So let's do some news. We get our news from DisneyInsider.com. We are one of the podcasts on for the DisneyInsider.com. Some pretty cool news about them actually is that their Disney Insider show that was on Patreon will now be on. It's going to be just on regular podcast platforms. They did away with the Patreon, so you'll get all of they have 50 episodes so far that they're downloading to up to Anchor right now, I believe, and they're getting everything downloaded. But check them out, the Disney Insider show with Derek and Skylar, the editor-in-chief. Good stuff. Barry, give us that first. Go ahead.
They're downloading it from where?
Anchor.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. You bet. Barry, first story. Tell us what
Yes,
we got.
so the first news story is the Haunted Mansion Holiday is returning to Disneyland. Of course, that's the Nightmare Before Christmas overlay. It's returning to Disneyland after, of course, that 1 year hiatus, of course, due to the pandemic.
Right.
And it's a seasonal favorite, and it's been going on every year since October 3rd, 2001.
Wow.
Which is pretty amazing. Yeah, and I guess the story is it's supposed to take place right after Nightmare Before Christmas, and somehow they've infiltrated the Haunted Mansion. Yes, that's pretty cool. I always wondered about that because I don't know if they've ever done that overlay at Walt Disney World. Bill and I have never been to Disneyland.
Right.
The overlay looks beautiful, but I wondered, like, do the Haunted Mansion enthusiasts, like, do they enjoy that, or do they kind of push back on that? Or is it kind of accepted?
I'm not sure. I've never seen it. I've been to Disneyland over 100 times. I've never been there when it's been there. So I don't know for sure. I've watched many, many videos on it, and it looks amazing. I don't know. Amber, have you ever seen it in person? Brianna, have you?
I have. I've heard it. Actually, the last 2 or 3 times I've been at Disneyland, it's been the Haunted Mansion overlay. Honestly, the line shoots up as soon as the overlay comes on. I think it's such a popular movie. People are happy with it. It does take a good chunk out of the year where the Haunted Mansion is not the Haunted Mansion, though.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful. There's with the ballroom scene, it's actually all gingerbread houses, and it smells like gingerbread all through there. So it's a lot of fun.
And one of the cool things they do is every year they do that. The chefs they build this huge like cake kind of display that's in the ballroom scene, and it's always been so cool. But I'm going back in October again to see, and I'm finally will get to see it. It goes down, I think, August 16th, and it reopens right around Labor Day. So then it's open through Christmas because it celebrates both holidays. Katie says that's awesome. The Nightmare Before Christmas is coming back to Disneyland. Yes, it is. Joseph says never in Disney World. It is expected. Walt Disney World, but yes. And Nicole says late to the party, but hello, friends. Hello, Nicole. Hope you're having a great night.
So it does carry over throughout Christmas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's I'm assuming in September it opens. October, November, December. So you're saying that's almost 4 months
Yep.
of not being the regular Haunted Mansion.
Right. And like Brianna said, the lines are longer for that because of the overlay. But when the pandemic happened, can you guys hear me echoing?
You sound okay to me.
Okay.
I
just
hear a
my-
small echo.
I hear, okay. Is that better? I'll back away a little bit. I think that's better.
Yeah.
Better.
Okay. So, last year when they went to do the changeover, they actually change over It's a Small World too for Christmas. So they do them both. And they shut them both down at the same time for when they take down Christmas. But last year when it closed, they actually were going to redo some stuff on Haunted Mansion. Anyway, so Haunted Mansion has actually been closed for like over a year and a half before it reopened here in April. So, but yeah, and I would actually want to bring this up because this is what I want to bring up next. Congrats to the Blurred Holt for getting on the Haunted Mansion. Yes, he sent us a picture. I believe it was Monday morning, and we have that here. He finally made it on the Haunted Mansion. He was there. He made it. He loved it, and I don't know what we're going to give him crap about now about not doing there because now he's gotten on the boarding pass and he's gotten everything, and so that's exciting. Anyone's thoughts on the Haunted Mansion overlay, Bill, Amber?
I think it sounds really cool. I would love to see it someday.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it in October. I'm looking forward to it. Amber, how about you?
I love The Nightmare Before Christmas, so I'm sure I'd enjoy it.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. Let's go on to the next story. Bill, right?
Yes, sir. And I have my trusty blue card here with some information scrawled on it, so I don't forget. But then I also have the website up because there was a blurb that I was too lazy to write down. New details have emerged about the Black Panther 2. There are hints as to I don't even know the guy's name, but he does something with Atlantis, and really, it's probably not important.
Okay. That's fair.
Anyway, it is filming between now and December, so it's an awfully long shoot down at Pinewood Studios in Atlanta. Letitia Wright has been given the top billing on it, which may confirm that she will take over the Black Panther mantle from Chadwick Boseman, who passed away. It does not have Michael B. Jordan listed in the cast, so we probably won't see Killmonger. Ryan Coogler is both the writer and the director, as he was for the first. And there is a tagline or log line for the film. It's kind of long, but I think it's kind of cool, so I'm going to go ahead and read that to you now.
Okay.
So just imagine that I'm putting like a "in a world" in front of it.
Okay.
It says both Wakanda and Atlantis are hidden civilizations with advanced technology and increased militaristic abilities that decided to separate themselves from the rest of the world for their own safety. And in a way, out of fear. Wakanda feared that their technology would be abused. Atlantis feared that surface dwellers would come and desecrate the mythical city just as they did so many years ago. And yet their fears escalate even further when these once hidden nations clash with each other. Wakanda and Atlantis have a shockingly intertwined history. Wakanda is the only country in the world with access to vibranium. However, rumors of its power spread throughout the world, and some guy, he had a human
will
father,
not say it.
was sent searching for this rare material in Antarctica. So there
love that
is
you
a
won't say it.
lot. It's because it's not really important. That's really what it comes down to.
Is it because you can't pronounce it, or is it?
It's
You can't
No,
say
Sam's
that
gonna
out.
drive off the road if she's still listening. She's gonna drive off the road. She's probably so pissed right now that
Oh,
won't
I
say
get it. Never mind, I get it.
Mm.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah,
You-
Danny brings up a good point that it is Black Panther 2, a.k.a. Wakanda Vision.
Yes, yes. I will say it for you, Sam. It's Namor. That is so. I can't have her crash in her car because she's so mad. You know what I mean? So
If she hasn't already crashed her car, she's fine.
all right, yeah, Namor. It does look like more things are pointing towards Namor actually possibly being part of Wakanda, being part of Black Panther 2. Thoughts on that? Pretty cool.
And
Wait a second.
Atlantis? That's interesting. That's very DC of them, right? Like,
Hold the phone here 1 second, all right, guys?
Whoa.
What do we got? Oh, look at this guy right here.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, man?
How you guys doing?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm just dropping in for a quick second.
Ah.
So.
That was amazing.
No one wants
Dave.
to see this.
Whoa.
Wait, what happened? Sorry.
Damn.
Sorry.
Get rid of that.
Oh,
There he
wow.
is.
Ugh.
And nobody needs to see that.
Woo.
There he is.
Hey, so I'm just here at we're at GCA in the back lot over by the Guardians of the Galaxy ride.
Yes.
My well, I'm not doing this again. I did it once and I'm done with that. But we did the Web Slinger and Rise. Oh my God, Rise is a amazing ride.
Yeah.
So, probably my favorite ride at the park so far.
Right on.
Woo.
Right on. So you're there through today?
Yeah, this is it. So today was just, we did 3 days here. Our third day is just catch up or ride some extra rides, do some extra shopping, eat a lot of delicious foods and stuff. I could not find that corn dog, the pickle corn dog hot dog. I couldn't find it.
It's in downtown Disney.
Yeah, that's what they said. So we're going past there on the way home, and I'll just grab it on my way out. But I had, the quesadilla burritos. We had the bao, the Dole Whip, the chili lime Dole Whip. I've eaten everything that the park has to offer, but that. So
Awesome, man. I appreciate you joining in with us.
well,
Have a great time.
Hey, David.
I can't hear you guys, but I'm gonna say bye and stuff. So I want to take up your guys' podcast.
You're good, man. Thanks for popping on, man. I appreciate it.
Peace out.
Get home safe.
Bill, love you guys. Give them their own show. It's not home show.
I mean, they have their own show.
Right.
Peace out.
See you, man.
See you, buddy.
All right, cool. Hey, he said he was going to try to come on. That was awesome. Guardians, one of my favorites. Where were we? Namor. Namor's coming, right?
Yeah.
Mephisto under the sea, Chris says.
It's really Wish's version of Aquaman. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Next story. I'm sorry. Anyone have thoughts on Namor besides Bill's?
Well, I mean, I think the bigger news there is that, they have kind of chosen the next Black Panther, right? Like, aside from the other crap, like the part that resonated with me is like we have confirmation in a way that series really taken it over, right?
Mm-hmm. That was my big takeaway from that article is with her being given top billing, that does appear to be the way that it's going. So I think that's interesting. That to me makes all of this a little more worthwhile. And not that I wasn't already interested in seeing it, but I'd really like to see that happen.
Yeah, I wonder how they're. I don't follow the comics like some of the people, especially most of the hosts on the Marvel Tribe. Is there a way that happens that she takes over, or does it just?
Well, I know that it happened in the comics. Unfortunately, I don't know all of the details, but I know that at one point, Shuri was Black Panther. So my guess it may have something to do with that. They may borrow from that storyline. I'm not sure. But
it could be a cool tie-in for this kind of Young Avengers thing that's coming.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
We're getting lots of Young Avenger hints in other spaces. So.
Yeah,
cool.
I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be cool. We got a couple of comments. Just says Mary says, "Wow, he made it." Talking about Chris. Mike says, "Crying faces." Nicole says, "The best way to take the park to the face, Disney food."
Yeah.
Okay. I'm assuming this is Sam. She's going to have to be an Illuminati instead of T'Challa. I'm assuming that's Sam. With that,
I think so.
Yeah,
I would guess so. So Sam is still alive, so you can stop worrying, Sean.
Okay, good. Okay, cool. We can move on then. What's the next story?
I think it's me. Is it me?
Amber, yes.
Yay! So it's Boba Fett, Book of Boba news. The actor, okay, I'm going to try not to butcher his name. Tamara Temuera Morrison, who plays Boba Fett and many other characters, the clones, etc. He gave an interview hinting at some things. We haven't really heard a whole lot about this series, but he confirmed that there's some directors that are going to be following suit from The Mandalorian, like Robert Rodriguez, who's also a producer on the show, Favreau, Bryce Dallas Howard, and Filoni, of course. But what I thought was even cooler is that he mentions it's really more of a duo thing. We've got Ming-Na Wen in there playing the Master Assassin Fennec Shan. So they're really going to kind of share the spotlight, it sounds like, which is cool because she's, playing a role in the Bad Batch right now. And we know that her and Boba connect at some point. That'll be interesting if that happens through this Bad Batch. Maybe by the end, we'll see a tie-in there, but it's cool. And it's also talked about that we'll see some other notable bounty hunters. We just saw one show up in the Bad Batch a few weeks ago, Cad Bane. So he would be a super fun one to see in live action.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know a lot about what you're talking about. I still need to watch Bad Batch, and I try to host them. I'm honest.
You can't do it all, man. You can't do it all. It's okay.
I was telling Brianna before we started. I just watched Loki, and I'm even more confused. And I just want the show to end because I don't understand it at all. I'm not gonna lie. I don't mean to be the naysayer of Loki. Everyone loves Loki, but I didn't mean to go off on a tangent. I was gonna do it later, but it's just not. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. So, but
all right.
I'm looking forward to Boba Fett because I do love Boba Fett. I remember when I was a kid, fifth grade, Boba Fett getting sucked into the pit, and that was a bad deal. And now he's back, so that's good shit. So I mean that's. But yes, so I'm sorry.
I don't like Boba Fett because when I was in middle school, they used to call me Boba Fett. I'm serious, kid. I'm serious.
Aww,
I know. I kid. Hey, but you know what? Look at me now.
Look at him now. Yep, there he is.
Grew into your own.
That's right. I remember the episode 1, Phantom Menace came out. I think I was in 8th grade, and I had back then you were a nerd if you liked anything Star Wars.
I had me feel freaking old right now, dude.
and I had a big magazine that had all this stuff that was episode 1 related. And that's when they started calling me Boba Fett. So
I'm sorry, man.
It's all right. Hey.
But look at you now here on the Walt's Apartment podcast on a Wednesday night, right? Boom. There you are. Yes. Anyone else have thoughts on Book of Boba Fett? I can't wait to watch it because I absolutely love The Mandalorian. I can actually understand that show better than I do Loki. So,
lead producer is Robert Rodriguez, and I can only assume we're going to get some amazing action from that. So.
Chris says, damn, I saw Empire in the theater. Same, Chris. I agree with you. Danny says Monsters at Work is going to be a reprieve from all the gamma wave usage. That must be something in the comments there. So anyone else thoughts on Star Wars, Boba Fett coming? A lot of cool directors. I mean, that's cool.
I'm almost there. I am on the 3rd chapter of episode 6, season 1 of Mandalorian.
Perfect.
I'm catching up. I still, what's weird about that? I'm a huge Star Wars fan, but yet I've watched WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier before I finished Mandalorian.
That's sad, Barry. Very sad.
Yeah, it is. It's a little sad. I don't know why.
I think we got to revoke your nerd card at this point. It's just not cool.
That's all right. That's all right. I'll earn it back.
Bill, Brianna, thoughts?
Brianna?
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I right now I'm on season 3 of Clone Wars, so I'm getting somewhere. But
yay!
Yeah.
Now it gets better now.
I've noticed
it's a little slow. The 3rd season really starts to rope you in.
It took me a long time to get through the first 2 seasons, and then the first episodes of the 3rd, I'm like, okay, this will probably go faster now, and then hopefully that will help me with the Bad Batch right now. Although I'm pretty much
Sorry.
What are you doing?
I hope I didn't start something because Katie just called it Boba Fett.
Yeah. And then she did. I think she redid it here. I'm excited for Boba, as he's one of my favorite characters from Star Wars. I think she changed it. And then
I like
Joseph
what
says,
you did there, Katie.
Joseph says, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm looking forward to Mandalorian season 3 more. Amber, being the Star Wars aficionado of the show, are you looking forward more to Boba Fett, or are you looking more forward to season 3 of The Mandalorian?
Oh, I don't know. That's hard.
A lot of
Do I have
unanswered
to
questions.
choose?
Making her
Can I just
choose,
say,
yeah.
Can I just say Obi-Wan? Because he definitely takes it for me as the excitement level.
You're more excited for that than both of those shows?
Yes.
All right. And when does that come out?
Well, let's see. We've saw some set photos leak online. If you want to get curious, go search them out online. But I don't think they've posted an exact release date yet. But
Okay.
2022 somewhere.
All right. Bill, thoughts? Star Wars?
Yes, I am looking more forward to Boba Fett. And reason for that is they left that story, they left you wanting more. You know, whereas The Mandalorian, it didn't have like a cliffhanger.
Well, don't
Not
spoil it
that-
for Barry.
No, I won't spoil it for Barry.
I've watched
Um,
the end. I watched the last episode to season
Oh, okay.
2.
That's all you need then, really.
Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Is that
but-
just because of Luke? Like you just you fast forwarded because you were like,
I-
oh, the internet's blowing up. I got to check this out.
Yeah, well, I that's what I used to do that in school too. I would just read the last page of the book. It was always the best part.
And hope you pass the test.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there was kind of like a, oh crap, what just happened with the whole Boba Fett story.
Yeah.
And there's a whole lot to look forward to there. Like how is he going to proceed now that he's kind of taken over that throne? What's going to happen? Whereas Mandalorian, yeah, I know there's going to be another adventure, but there's really nothing that's saying, gosh, I can't wait to see how it turns out.
Right.
I'll be excited when it comes on, and I'll definitely watch it. But I'm not drawn to it the same way as I'm drawn to Boba Fett.
I agree with you there. Just for the same kind of reason, because the story of Boba Fett, he's always been cool. I mean, he's the one that got Han Solo and stuff. He's always been a cool dude, and then he just gets eaten, and now he's back. And I think it's just cool stuff. And he goes in there,
It's got potential to be like really gritty and like super gangster like. So it could be
well, the way it ended with him sitting leaning on the way he was leaning on
exactly. Very
I-
Godfather.
Yeah.
It
gonna be
can
great.
go some cool directions.
Sitting on Jabba's throne,
Yep.
which makes you wonder if he's not going to get a whole lot heavier and become Boba Fett.
Good call. That's some foreshadowing right there for you guys.
There we go.
You heard it here first
Could happen.
from Bill.
Right.
You
Boba Fett's coming, so let's look forward to it. Next story is mine. Sorry. So Disney Plus has gotten up to 110 million subscribers. The big part of the story that Sean Nyberg wrote was that they've only gained 1 million subscribers since February. So I know Sean in our group chat said, what did he say? Loki and Falcon and Winter Soldier are dropping the ball. That they're not gaining new subscribers. I don't know if that's true. I think the fact is that they changed the price went up, and I believe it was March. The price went up, correct? Or March or May, one of those two. That raised the price by $1. It's just they still are projecting to be at 200 and something million by 2024. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that there's a stall? Do you think there's not enough content on Disney Plus that's causing this stall?
Content is fine. I think what the issue that you have is you have more shows that are already drawing from the same audience that WandaVision drew from. Yep. All of them are Marvel shows. That's the big thing that they've been adding is Marvel shows. So those Marvel people joined for WandaVision, and yes, they're sticking around for Falcon and the Winter Soldier and for Loki. But the Marvel portion of the market has been saturated. It's there already. So release more Star Wars stuff. Get those out.
Yep.
Then you're going to see another big bump there.
Right.
But you've got to be releasing different kinds of content if you want to get to that 200 million. You're not going to do it by putting out the same kind of shows all the time.
Gotcha. So what you're saying, just I want to be clear, is that WandaVision is the reason that Disney Plus is so successful. That's what you're saying, correct?
Oh, sure.
The Mandalorian would be why Disney Plus got so popular.
I think.
Just remember who started this ball rolling. Remember
think
where
you're
the
right.
record high sales were.
Amber, I absolutely think you're right, because we discussed this last week a little bit about the big mind blowing, that episode 4 of Loki was the best episode ever, and I don't think so. I think Mandalorian is a better show than Loki, and that's my opinion. But that's might be an unpopular opinion, but that's just my opinion. Barry, thoughts on on what Bill said? Do you think that?
I think that I don't think they're losing anybody. I don't think people are canceling their Disney Plus subscription. So they're keeping the folks that they've drawn in, right? They're keeping those. But like Bill said, there comes a point when it's going to plateau because you don't have any more to draw from. I mean, you have all your hardcore Disney fans. You have all the hardcore Marvel fans. Mandalorian started it off. I mean, that was huge because it was like people were going, wait a minute, this is a Star Wars movie that's actually good. People like it, and it's on TV. This is different.
Right.
I gotta watch this. Right. So you have those, but I don't know if those people aren't getting what they need right now, even though they've stuck around.
Sure.
Because there's a lot of Marvel stuff. As long as they're not losing people, I think it's fine. But like Bill said, they have to start putting out a little bit different stuff. They're becoming very Marvel centric, which Marvel's great. Everybody loves Marvel, but I think if they want to get to that goal, they're going to have to start to put out more things that appeal to a more broader group.
Like Chris says here, new shows like Dancing with an Ewok is needed.
Yeah,
I mean that makes sense.
I'd watch that.
Right. Lauren says we need more old shows on Disney Plus. 2 and 3 of Mickey Mouse Club. Okay. A little bit. Joseph says content is good, but they need to bring in old school Disney movies like Lots of Luck and more of the shows from the original Disney Channel. They should have a Disney Channel retro night and show movies and shows like Danger Bay that were from the 80s. It's unlimited what they actually can do. I totally agree with both of you guys that the fact is that the whole first half of this year has been Marvel. The second half of the year, I think going into the fall, is going to be Star Wars. What fills the gap in the middle? It's summertime right now. I mean, fall's coming up in how many days, Barry?
77 days.
Okay, thank you. So that's gonna we'll see. We'll see.
Definitely 77.
77. We'll see. We'll see changes there. I don't know if we see a spike with the Imagineering show that's coming out in July with that The Rock is producing. I think with him behind it, giving some push, I think will help. But I think a big thing that's changed in this also is COVID. I think that last year everyone was locked in their house and got Disney Plus and watched all this stuff. Now people are kind of going out. There's not really that being locked up. So that's my thoughts. Amber, Brianna, thoughts?
I mean, they are years ahead of what they expected to be. There has to be a little bit of a plateau at some point. That line is going to go down. There's no way around it because you have gathered so many people. Now you have to work harder to get those people that haven't already to subscribe. No Muppets.
They definitely. Chris is right. They definitely need more Muppets content.
Yeah, they should have like a Muppets tab, don't you think, Brianna?
That's right. Yeah.
God.
If they ever do a live action Muppets, Barry and I are shoo-ins for Statler and Waldorf.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I can see it.
I actually think there is a Muppets tab because my niece found it because my mom was
good.
like, oh, hey, look, the
There
Muppets,
is.
Brianna. And when my niece heard that I didn't like the Muppets, she insisted that we had to watch one of the Muppet shows until I distracted her enough and we got it turned to something else.
I can see Sean as Fozzie. I think Sean's a Fozzie guy.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm in.
I like that too.
I'm in. Let's do it. Next story, Brianna.
Yes. So we have Black Widow comes out Friday, the 9th. And right now it is on track to be one of the highest grossing films this year. Fandango.com says with the ticket sales that have already happened, it looks like it could hit up to 90 million, which will beat out Fast 9. Disney has came out and said they're expecting 75 million. I don't know, I like to keep the ball a little low, so when they exceed that, it sounds good. But overall, this right now is it's ranking higher than Spider-Man, which will definitely change when we get more Spider-Man content. But overall, this is looking to be a great movie. I've seen a lot of reviews already come out. I've seen people crying when they leave, which will be me. Waterproof mascara all the way tomorrow. I already have my ticket. I've got ticket for the very first showing in IMAX. My popcorn has been reserved to be pre-ordered and ready to
It's
go.
cool you can reserve popcorn now.
I have reserved it in the special Black Widow popcorn 10. We'll see if
I gotta
get
look that
it.
up on the app. Ooh.
Yeah,
Put that on Instagram when you get that if you
I will.
For sure.
You know, I'm not quite sure of this movie because I just don't understand something. She looks older, but she died
She did.
in Avengers. She's dead. I mean, she's dead.
Yeah.
This
Yes.
takes place, like I believe, immediately after Civil War. So while
Yeah.
she looks older, it's only because the events of Civil War kind of temporarily made her more tired and stuff.
Well, yeah,
But
that was
then-
a lot of stress she
Yeah.
had to deal
lot.
with.
Yeah,
it was a
I
big
mean,
battle.
come on.
She
But then-
switched sides in the middle of Civil
Yep.
War, so that is a lot of stress.
Then
I just wanted to be
she
a
gets-
butthole and spoil it. for people. That's all. That's all I
she
wanted.
gets like some sort of weird facial, and then she's good for her. You
She looks
understand.
fucking fantastic, all right?
No, she does. She's
She
fabulous.
looks amazing.
ScarJo is
That
without
was at 41,
50,
Yeah.
41.55. Got it. Thanks.
Yep.
ScarJo is forget about being good looking. She's actually more talented than
Don't even say.
Sean's girl.
Hi,
In
Barry.
my opinion.
Ooh.
In my opinion.
Hi, buddy. Okay.
Throwing the gauntlet. Wow.
Wow.
Ooh, burn.
No,
Here's
they're
the
both-
thing, though, Barry. I agree with you.
Oh Jesus! Now they're both gone.
Oh, we lost our guest,
Oh
guys.
man, no. Nah. She's very attractive as well. So that I don't know. I got a thing for Wanda. I have two. I'm going to Disneyland tomorrow night, and I always get new shirts to go to Disneyland, and I ordered 2 Scarlet Witch T-shirts.
Ooh.
My wife is very not happy about it. Yeah, one of them is it just says Scarlet Witch, and there's just a bunch of pictures of her all over it. I'm like the biggest fanboy. Then David got me excited this morning in our group saying that Wanda's there and she's actually not. So, but whatever. So, yeah, I'm looking forward
She's
to.
not really there? Well,
She's
that
not.
sucks.
Yeah, it does suck. You guys ready? Are you guys excited for this movie? Amber, are you excited for this movie?
I am. I'm going camping opening weekend, though, so I can't go this weekend. I have to wait till next weekend and hope that the world doesn't spoil it for me.
Well, it will. They will. Don't worry about it. That'll happen. Brianna, we know you're excited.
Yep.
Barry, will you go see it, or will you watch it on Disney Plus? Will you pay the $30?
Oh, that's right. I can do that. Ooh, I could download it
Yeah.
and take it camping.
You can. Yep. I will probably do that. I will probably buy it before I go watch it in the theater, just because.
Yeah.
I'll get home about 1:00 on Sunday. So.
See, it makes more sense to me to go to the theater and watch it. You know,
Right.
That's what I wanted to do, but
it'll be just one person going. It doesn't make sense to buy it, especially if I don't like it. But yeah, I'll probably go see it. Not this weekend, but
Yeah.
sometime down the line.
Bill, how about you, bud?
So Friday, I begin my drive down to Tampa.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm leaving after work on Friday, and I'm starting the drive down, and I'll probably end up in somewhere in Georgia for the night. My plan when I get to Georgia is to buy Black Widow on Disney Plus, stream it over to the TV, and watch it on
There you go.
Friday night.
Nice. How long is that drive? From
It's from here to Tampa. It is 13 hours if you don't stop.
Wow.
But since I'm leaving late in the day, I'm only going to do probably 7 or so hours
Yeah.
on Friday, and by about 11 or so, I'll probably be at the hotel and then watch the movie, go to sleep, wake up in the morning, and go the rest of the way.
Okay, right on. Anyone else thoughts? Do you guys think it'll beat Fast 9 this weekend? I say yes. I think it will.
I
the
think
Marvel
we've
fans
all
will.
been so hungry to go out to the movie
Yeah.
theater.
Yeah.
It's been so long for some of us that I think that in and of itself will be a draw. Like people
Yeah.
are like,
Oh, I
yes, we're
agree.
going to the movies again. Woohoo!
I think it'll be interesting to see if Fast 9 was not on like HBO or anything. It was just in the theaters, correct?
I believe so, yes.
So I think it'll be curious to see if Black Widow can still beat it and have the premiere access and the theaters, which I still think it will. And Marvel fans are going to come out in droves, I think. George wants to know if you're stopping at George's.
George, you're north of Cincinnati, so I'm going south.
Oh, okay.
To answer Mary's question, I have a buddy who lives in Tampa, and I'm going to stay with him, and I'll still be working next week. So my plan is to stay with him. I'll work during the day. We'll have fun in the evening, and then Thursday night I'm picking Barry up from the airport, and we are going to have a lot of fun. Just friends.
Just friends, guys. Only friends.
Just friends.
This
Perfect.
may be an underwear pillow fight somewhere in there, but just as friends.
Yeah,
Only as friends.
It is a friendly pillow fight.
So you guys are going to Walt Disney World next weekend, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you're going to meet Chris.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. Good for you. Everyone is traveling. This is so much fun.
Yeah.
I'm going to skip the last story that we had because I want to talk about something else real quick before we get into Loki and the game. Disney announced in Disneyland Paris yesterday, and I just want to get you guys' thoughts on this real quick. This Premier Access, which is a great name, Brianna pointed out that they came up with for their guests to basically pay $10 per person to get a fast pass for a ride. Amber, would you do that? So, but it's only one ride. You can
ride.
Single ride. So if you want to ride Space Mountain, you pay $10
What?
to get on it quicker.
Well, for the fast pass, not the ride.
Yeah.
It's like a
can-
fast pass.
Buy a couple of fast passes. So rather than get them for free, you get to buy a fast pass for the ride. And my understanding of it is you can use that anytime during the day that you want to use it. So you decide when you go, and when that is, you don't have to stand in the long line. You get a much shorter line for like a $10 price. So you can do it
But
by
just
the ride.
one ride, one
Yes.
time.
Yes. Now, there's apparently a second version where spend somewhere upwards of between, I think, $150, $200. You can get it on all the rides all day.
Is that for real?
I believe
Dang.
so. I believe that's what I read.
It's speculative as of right now.
Yeah.
Wait, how much were fast passes before at Disneyland?
Free.
None.
Disneyland,
dollars.
they could be
Disneyland, they were
15
free.
for Max Pass.
Max
Max
Pass.
Pass. Yeah.
Yeah, that's 15, which I think Max Pass was a great thing.
I
think
loved
'cause
Max Pass.
You could go on there, you pick out what you want to do for your whole group, and then you go on to the next. You go on to the next thing, and when you get scanned in that queue, you can pick your next ride, which I think was
Yeah.
brilliant. I know the Walt Disney World, I believe you can book fast passes like months in advance, correct?
But
Well,
Depending
you
on-
can't now, but
Yeah.
But you could before,
back in the day.
like way back when. Did it cost before?
no.
No,
Okay.
it would depend. If you were just buying tickets, you could do it 30 days in advance, regular tickets. If you were on property, if you were staying at a hotel, Disney hotel, you would get, I believe, 60 days in advance to reserve the fast passes, which you would get 3 a day. After you would use that 3, you have to use all 3, then you can book another one for that day.
Okay.
Assuming if there was any left. Now, they believe this is going away, and they're going to the paid system, which, like they said, it's all speculative. Nobody knows yet. But
Right.
Universal has always had it, the paid system. Disneyland Paris now has it.
Yep.
It seems
But-
pretty steep.
Would you do it, Amber?
I mean, for some rides, like Rise, to guarantee.
Right. If it was Rise, I would say absolutely. I would pay the $10 without a
Yeah.
doubt. But I don't think it's going to be for that one. So
I doubt they would even have it for that. To be honest with you,
right.
that might be excluded.
Aunt Brianna, would you?
Yeah, it would kind of depend on the ride. I honestly can't think of any at maybe No, I like the queue at Expedition Everest. I really don't think there's anything at Walt Disney World I would pay for.
Right. Wow.
Disneyland, maybe Radiator Springs, but often the single rider line's so short that I
Right.
would just do that rather than pay.
What about Soren?
Soren, yes and no. Maybe if I hadn't rode it in a while, but I seem to be able to get on pretty decently.
But
Every
Brianna,
time.
you could use it from Muppets 3D. Get right in there, get a great
Front
seat right in
row.
the front,
Yeah.
front
Yeah.
row, right in front of the penguins.
That's all I want.
Amber, can you put up George's comment real quick? So George says, stand in line and get to know your family and friends. Maybe meet new friends. Pay for fast pass. BS. You'll never get to know the queue line and what the Imagineers wanted you to experience. That's a very good point, George. So I mean,
So true, George.
it is.
So true.
So Barry, would you pay for it? Would you pay $10 per ride?
Well, I have a loaded answer. So if they are going this route, if they are going the pay route for fast passes, I would rather them do what they're doing with Paris and have a pay per ride as opposed to me saying, okay, well, I have to commit to $150 for all the rides.
Yeah.
But some of the rides, I like standing in the queue. And they're not that long anymore. They're 20 minutes, half hour. So I don't mind waiting in the queues. But occasionally, say a real popular ride, whatever. At one time, I just wanted to get on it. You just boom, you order it up real quick. I can do that
Right.
2 or 3 times, $30. I can handle that.
Sure.
Yeah, I think I would do that as opposed to paying the $150 to $200 for an all day thing.
Okay. Bill, how about you, bud?
So here's my thing. You get a lot of people right now complaining that the Disney parks are overcrowded. Too many people are there. There's never a slow time. Blah, 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 blah. So one of the things that Disney is doing is, maybe maybe make it a little less accessible. Maybe charge a little more. All of the hotel room rates are going up. You talk about what's going on with park reservations and annual passes, and
Right.
you talk about now this, which is the potential of another paid service, and maybe that will scare some people away. But I think the reality is no one wants to be that person that gets scared away. They want others to not be able to afford Disney, so they have shorter lines. They don't want that they can't afford Disney. Then there's an outrage. There's a giant problem if that's the case. But if it's others that can't do it, well, too bad. I'll enjoy my time at Disney. So, it's kind of either way we have it, people are going to complain about it.
Sure.
I wouldn't mind perhaps spending a little money to enjoy a ride that otherwise I'd have to wait an hour or an hour and a half for. But, Barry kind of alluded to this a moment ago. All of the lines are shorter now that they don't have fast passes. Yes, the park may not be at full capacity, but the times that we were there just a couple of months ago, it was a pretty crowded park. So it can't be far off. But the reality is so many people go through that fast pass line. And that slows down the regular queue to a huge extent. If there's a way that they can get less people in the fast pass line, great, because that's going to benefit all of us by having less people cut in front of us to get on. And that's basically what it is. Fast Pass is everyone cutting in front of you so they can ride the ride before you. People who are riding another ride when you get in line are getting off that ride, going to the ride that you're in line for, getting on and getting off of it before you get on the ride.
All right.
So, anyway,
No, very good point.
hilarious take, right?
No, I
But yes.
appreciate it. Chris says you can't lose $26 billion and not have a plan on how to make it back. That's true too. So I mean, it's you got to figure out something. George says, "I love it when it's busy. I love it when families are loving it. It's for all to enjoy." That's
Right.
very true, George. Absolutely. Sam made it home, and she's tired. So
All right. Well, Sam, the podcast is on for another 4 minutes. You're home. We expect to see
log
you.
in quick. So let's get real quick. Has anyone watched Loki episode 5?
No,
I have.
did not get off work in time yet.
Okay, Barry.
I haven't started the series yet.
Okay, it's okay, buddy.
Shocking.
Right.
I know.
real-
Your shocked faces.
Brianna, give me a quick, just what'd you think of the episode? You told me before, just real quick, what'd you think? We're going to talk
Yeah.
about a lot on the Marvel Tribe on Sunday night. We're going to dive into it
No
some more.
spoilers.
I thought it was a fun episode. We got a lot of Easter eggs that I've been watching a lot of videos on today. But it was another episode where the plot didn't go too far. But I think we have led up to a good finale. So
Danny says, spoiler, Loki's a Skywalker. Damn.
Yeah,
okay.
it was weird the way that they did that. You know,
Yeah.
they had someone asking, "Hey, who are you?" And he was like,
I am your father.
He's
It
like,
was crazy,
"I'm Loki, Loki Skywalker," and it ruined the entire series, just like it ruined the whole last part of the trilogy for me.
There you go.
That was
Bill,
a
what'd you
bad
think of it?
I thought it was a cool episode. You know, I was starting my packing for the trip, so I didn't watch with as much detail as I normally would have. I just kind of listened and looked up at the TV as I was starting the packing process. At some point, I will have to watch it again. But what I saw was really cool. You know, the places that they are taking Loki. Without any spoilers, where they're taking Loki and the journey that he's going on, I think is incredibly cool, and
I agree.
I like watching it.
I will say that I've been confused since the first episode of Loki, and I'm still very confused. Visually, it was a great episode. It was fun to watch. It was cool to watch, but I don't understand a damn thing about any of this. So I'm glad I have my other host on the Marvel Tribe that can explain it to me, because I don't get it. I'll watch it a few more times. Maybe I'll watch it on the plane. But yeah, it was great. I'm enjoying it. I just don't understand it, and I'm man enough to admit that I just don't get it. So check it out. We're going to talk about it on Marvel Tribe this Sunday night, and we'll have it out probably Sunday night, Monday morning. Extra Magic Hour. Me and Brianna are going to actually record that here in a little bit to have some parks news and talk. We're going to dive some more into that pay for your ride thing. So check that out on Friday. We'll put that out, and I have a cool game. You guys want to play a quick game before we go? That's fun.
Do I?
All right, we're going to play Cards Against Disney again, because I was at work till 10 o'clock last night, and really had no other idea of a game to come up with that quickly. So I said, I'm going to do this, and I did this in about 5 minutes this afternoon, because I work today, and because I'm normally off on Wednesdays, but I work today because I'm going to be off this weekend. So Cards Against Disney, very easy. Try not to cuss, Amber. So, okay. So, basically, I put up a card. We get you guys' responses, it's just kind of have some fun and see what we think. So
If you're cutting out cussing, you want to cut out yours early on when you talked about.
I just said,
You said
I said
you
the
said-
S word. I didn't say,
yes.
I didn't say
Exactly.
effing. I didn't say effing.
That one's fine.
Yeah, that one's fine.
Okay.
That one's
Yeah.
PG-13.
Yeah.
Okay,
you know. It's
I'm
only
sorry.
my F-bombs that apparently,
I-
or
yeah.
the B word that gets kicked around when
Right.
Sam and
I
I are together
am
once in a while.
so sorry for bringing that shit up. Then Go on.
We only get 5.
No,
How many was
we're good. We're good. We have one review that doesn't like that we cuss. So I'm sorry that we cuss, but we're adults and it happens sometimes. So all the other people that like the show, please give us a 5-star review to
Balance it out.
to negate the 2-star review.
Where do you want them to go if they have a 1-star review, though?
I
To
can't do
Bill
that.
and Barry's podcast.
No,
The Here
no. We will not say that. I will not say that. I will cut you
What
off.
if what if I farted on air? Is that okay instead of cursing?
I don't care about that stuff. I just don't want to have Disney. Holy crap! They just dropping f bombs. I think the only f bomb I've ever had to edit out was Sean Nyberg because he's going to f in Disneyland. He told his dad I'm going to f in Disneyland. So and now this one at 4157. So let's do
Did
this.
I say it? Who said it?
Me.
It was Sean Nyberg
Oh no, Amber, you said it this week. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay,
because she looked effing. What she look effing sexy or
Fantastic.
effing fantastic. Yeah, Scarlett Johansson. Okay, so Cards Against Humanity, fill it in something. It can be as vulgar and dirty as just do not cuss, please, Amber.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So Amber, first question.
Okay.
Let's just have some fun here. Here we go. So Amber, looks like the Seven Dwarves Mine Train is closed due to blank.
I can't think of a clean version of this.
Okay, you want to come
Why
back
does
to you?
my mind always go to the gutter, you guys?
It's natural. Just
Hey, as
just
long
go
as
with
you
it.
don't say the F word.
Oh, that's true,
Here-
right? Yeah.
here's me looking around the corner of the mine train to see what's going on.
All right, Amber. Looks like. Oh, geez. It looks like the Seven Dwarves Mine Train is closed due to.
Helping Snow White put her shoes on?
Jesus. Okay. Thank you, Robin. Do you have one, Amber?
Not an appropriate one for all audiences.
Okay. Brianna.
That'll be for Disney After Dark.
Brianna. Looks like the Seven Dwarves Mine Train is closed due to blank.
I don't know.
Okay. Barry.
A gonorrhea outbreak.
Okay. There we go. Bill.
All right, I'm going to apologize in advance, but it's because the dwarves were running a train on Snow White.
Oh my God.
All right. Bill went
Yes.
there. Good job,
Yes.
Bill.
Yes.
All right.
yes,
Which in
yes,
turn
yes.
caused the gonorrhea.
Uh-huh. Yep, it's all tied together.
Mary
Literally.
says it was stuck. It had to help. Wait. It was stuck and had to get help out of those
She said,
damn tiny
I
cars.
was stuck.
Oh, I was stuck. Gotcha.
Mhm.
All right. So next one. Okay. Thank you, Bill, for that. So Amber, you want to try another one?
Yeah, I guess.
Mickey Mouse's Clubhouse is really just a front for Jesus.
I got this one. You remember? I had this one at the beginning.
Yeah.
Sex trafficking.
Oof.
God.
Oh boy!
Oh. I might come back from Disneyland and say, yeah, you can't have a podcast anymore. They're gonna-
Yeah.
Brianna, how about
Suspended.
you?
I don't like this game. I don't know. Hold
Okay.
on.
Barry, Mickey Mouse's Clubhouse is really just a front for.
I don't know.
I need my cards. When you play in person, you get cards to choose from.
The cards are even worse, let me tell you. This game-
At least I don't have to think of things.
Bill, how about you?
Well, it's a front for a train that the seven dwarfs are. Never mind.
All right. Robin says CBDs, question mark. Okay, that's fair. Let's try another one. Brianna, you ready?
No.
Here we go. all you need is faith, trust, and blank.
Churros.
All right, that's good. A place for lost boys to find a daddy.
Oh, God.
I think that was for the other one, but
That
it
was
fits
for the
very
other one.
nicely
Yeah.
right here as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
I mean, it works.
Amber, how about you? All you need is faith, trust, and blank.
A ride or die biatch.
Okay, that's fair. Barry?
All you need is faith, trust, and Bill's mom's crust.
Oh. We're digging deep now.
They are digging deep.
Has this,
Well,
gone,
this
has this gone off the rails yet?
Yes.
No, I might do one more of these actually. Bill, how about you?
I like Danny's answer a whole lot. All you need is faith, trust, and Casey's hot dog. Way to go, my man.
There you go. I was going to say all you need is faith, trust, and a Logitech. So
Oh, it all started with a Logitech.
it all started. Yes, indeed. So yeah, long off the rails. Let's just do one more. It's already 7:36. 10:30 for Bill and Barry. Not that one. Not that one. Oh, these are all good. I can't do that one here. Okay, Amber. There's a little known Disney movie called The Princess and Blank.
There's a little known Disney movie called The Princess and the. Oh, I got nothing on this one.
Like, I don't like this one. Let's try this one. Here, Woody discovered Blank in Al's Toy Barn.
That was a good one.
Which one?
His
The other one?
wood.
His wood. That's fair. Okay. Jesus. Okay, Brianna, how about you?
Woody discovered Barbie's moves in Al's Toy Barn.
That's fair. Okay.
All right.
Mr. Bill.
Woody discovered Buzz
comes.
in Al's Toy Barn.
That's it. That's all you got.
Well, that's the same thing Barry's mom said to me the other. I had one. There was a great Princess and the P word that I was going to throw out there, and it was like a Disney After Hours kind of thing. But I won't do that.
Okay. Barry, Woody discovered Blank in Al's Toy Barn.
Woody discovered a snake in his boots.
A snake in
Al's
his
toy.
pants.
Yes.
All right. So let's see if we got anything over here. Woody discovered ? Damn family show. George says Disney secrets. Secrets.
You know what you could do, Sean, is cut the game completely out of the podcast part so you can appease the lady. Like it. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't mind. It's not that big of a deal. We're here to have fun. If people can't enjoy us having fun, I'm sorry. It's still Disney related, and we're doing fine.
Yeah,
about
yeah, it is.
Princess and the Pennyworth from It. You know what I'm talking about? Pennywise.
That's Pennywise. Yeah.
Pennywise. Okay, never mind.
That's
Princess and the
Alfred's last
Pennywise.
name. Isn't that Alfred's last name from Batman? Pennyworth?
Pennyworth, yes.
There's
Yes,
Amber.
it is.
There she is. She's back. So, Bill and Barry, thank you guys for joining us. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. You guys are always welcome. You know that. You guys are not just buddies on here, but good friends of mine, which I appreciate both of you guys very much, and you know that. So I really appreciate you guys taking the time. I know it's late for you guys, and you have to work tomorrow. So thank you guys for that. Where can we find your show again? Tell all of our listeners.
Barry?
You can find us every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live on Facebook. Tomorrow night is going to be our last one for a couple weeks because we are going on vacation. We're going to be away for 2 consecutive Thursdays.
Okay.
So, tomorrow, but we are going live tomorrow. And you can also find our show anywhere you find your favorite podcast. It's Earbnb, like Airbnb, because we're so clever.
There you go.
Airbnb, Disney Podcast. That's where you can find us. And we thank you, Sean, for having us on tonight.
Of course. And what is your guys' Facebook group? Your Facebook group that you guys, your separate group as well? You have the page.
Yes, it is a play on another name. We have Earbnb, which is a play on Airbnb. And then we have Club B&B, which is a play on Club 33.
Man, are we
name.
smart.
That's a great
Man, are
name.
we smart.
Clever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris helped
So-
us with that one, I believe. If I remember correctly, that was Chris Alardi who came up with the idea of Club B&B.
It was me, but that's
Oh, it was
okay.
you?
Was
Yeah,
it?
thanks.
Okay.
I was. I remember now. I remember. Yeah. It was in the group chat. He's right. Sean came
Thanks.
up with it.
Wow.
Yeah,
Thanks.
never mind. It
Thanks,
was,
Bill. Appreciate it.
No, I just mean, our good friend from Walt's Apartment Podcast, the guy who founded Walt's Apartment Podcast, Chris Alardi.
Perfect. Absolutely.
That's all I meant.
And make sure you check out my food show, Disney Done Differently, every Wednesday on YouTube. So let's just confuse everyone. But yeah, you guys are awesome. Thank you guys for coming in. Amber, Brianna, thank you guys for joining us. Look for Extra Magic Hour to come out tomorrow night, Friday. So from all of us here at Walt's Apartment Podcast and Airbnb, we want to thank you all for stopping by, and we hope you enjoy the view from Walt's Apartment.
Don't forget to wipe.
Thank you.